And we are back live here. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is going to pour one fall, and it's for the ACW Women's World Championship. You heard right from the ring announcer. ACW Women's World title on the line. And here comes the #1 contender and challenger, Xia Li, who earned her right to be here last Wednesday night after taking out Zoe Stark. Well, she's been on the hunt for the championship since day one after arriving here to ACW. And Xia Li is a real-life anime highlight reel come to life. No doubt about it, just look at her. She's here for a fight, and she's here not to give up. And she's going to give it her all to become the next ACW Women's World Champion. Yeah, well, after arriving here to ACW, Quadra has been on a path of destruction after winning the championship and making more history for herself, and no doubt about it, making a big name for herself already here in ACW. Yeah, we just hope that we see her in a TNW ring, and there's no doubt about it here. Xia Li in for the absolute fight of her life against Quadra. She will beat you at the count of 4, and there is no doubt about it. She's done that to so many divas already here in our women's division in ACW. No doubt about it. As we wait for the arrival of the champion. And, uh-oh. Here comes the champ. Quadra here in ACW in her first ever title defense as ACW Women's World Champion. She's already dancing and she's ready for a fight. And what an entrance for the ACW Women's World Champion, and pulling off an amazing dancing performance right here tonight. No doubt about it. What an entrance for the ACW Women's World Champion. And with an amazing dance performance, I see why now. She is the champion and will do whatever it takes to retain the title after that high-flying arsenal right there. No doubt about it, but let's take it to our ring announcer for the introductions between challenger and champion. Introducing the challenger from Chengxi, China, Xia Li. And her opponent from London, England, now residing in Tokyo, Japan, she is the ACW Women's World Champion, Quadra. Well, Quadra is here for a fight and her championship on the line, getting a good look at that title belt. And Xia Li getting a good look at that title belt as well, knowing it's all on the line here in ACW. No doubt about it, live here in ACW Divide and Conquer Alliance Championship Wrestling, where it all began since 2019 when we had our first Divide and Conquer here in Madison Square Garden. And Quadra looking to add herself to the record books. Here we go, here we go. Xia Li went for the first shot, but it looks like Quadra wasn't waiting around to find out what Xia Li had in mind for her. Springboard dropkick, down goes the challenger. And Quadra dominating the fight in the early goings. Looking for a figure 4 leg lock. Shades of the legendary Nature Boy Ric Flair. And what a maneuver by Quadra. Paying homage to the legends is what she's doing right now. And that was an amazing figure 4 leg lock right there. Yeah, no doubt about it here. Quadra is here for a fight, and she's not going to back down from anybody. And she may win the match at the end of a count of a 4. No doubt about it, at the end of the count of 4, she's going to win the match. That's all she vows to do. And no doubt about it, Quadra is not backing down from anybody. Look at her go. Man, Quadra is just not giving the challenger the fight back here. Yeah, well, it looks like Quadra is on a roll here, dominating the fight, knowing of what's on the line here. If you're going to do it, Quadra, it's time to do it right now. An amazing splash, though, from Quadra, sending Xia Li right off to the corner here. And whoa, what a shot. Oh, looking for the tiger kick. God, what a tiger kick right off that corner. And now Quadra looking for the end at the count of 4. Can she do it? She's counting up. Counting to 4. Can she end it right here? From the top. Swanton bomb. Connected. Oh, that has got to be the end of that one after that Swanton bomb. That connected right there to perfection. Quadra with the cover. Is that it? 1. And wait a minute. Xia Li made it to the bottom rope, keeping the matchup going. Well, the match is still going on with a lot of heart and soul on the line here. And now Quadra moving her away from the ropes. And they took the World Backbreaker. Shades of the late, great Eddie Guerrero with that maneuver. How about an amazing backbreaker right there. And that moved to perfection. Our senior official backing off there. Wanting to make sure he didn't get hurt there. And whoa, look at that! Quadra with a submission hold locked in on Xia Li. Wait a minute, what's Quadra thinking? Oh my God! Quadra went for everything but landed on her feet. Yeah, well, Xia Li caught her. And now Xia Li hammering away on Quadra. And right now, though, I don't know what's next as Quadra has her sights set on Xia Li here. Xia Li launching Quadra off the ropes into a knee lift right to the face of the ACW Women's World Champion, while the ACW Women's World Champion already showing off her dance moves and a standing senton, running standing senton, swanton bomb right on the spine of the challenger. And Quadra, whoa! What a reverse version of the Hangman's Facebuster. But by God, you gotta wonder, what's next that Quadra's gonna do? Oh, we're gonna find out, all right. Hammering away on Xia Li. Oh, she's got her on the second rope. Hot shot. Oh, she's got something on her mind. Quadra from the top. What's she gonna do? Counting up to 4. What's she gonna do? Quadra. Oh my God! What a maneuver! That was like a somersault drop kick right to the face of Xia Li. And Xia Li may be out like a light. And Quadra right now picks her up. Maybe sizing her up now for that swanton bomb again. But wait a minute. What's Quadra doing? I don't know. And Xia Li coming back in this fight with a martial arts shot right to the face. Into an arm drag on the champion. Uh-oh. The champion nipped up. And Xia was thinking for something there, but Quadra didn't want to wait around to find out, and these two are going at it. Back and forth we go. Off the ropes. Looking for that amazing clothesline, but it looked like Xia Li countered that one and didn't want to wait around to find out what was going to happen next. Not that bad here. Whoa. Xia Li launching her off the ropes. There's a drop down. Up and a leapfrog. Into a knee lift right in the face of Quadra. A stomp. And, whoa. Kick to the gut. Martial arts shot by Quadra. Sling blade, roll over, drop kick to the head. And now Quadra looking to end it right here from the top rope. Oh, she's counting to 4. Can she connect again? If she hits this one is over. Whoa! Swanton bomb connected. The cover. And again, Xia Li's hand was close to the bottom rope there, and Quadra may need to rethink her strategy. Yeah, no doubt about it here. Standing body splash connected. And man, Quadra just decimating Xia Li, not giving her the opportunity to fight back here. Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a big-time match right before a huge main event for the ACW World Heavyweight title. The #1 contender and challenger Grado goes one-on-one with the new champion, Lincoln Clay. Yeah, well, Lincoln Clay better be careful because this is his first ever title defense. One false move, and his title reign could come to an end. And no doubt about it, Grado gonna give it his all coming up later on, up next in our main event. And one of the fans in attendance just held up a sign that says, "This is excitement," and you're dang right this is excitement. And this has already become an amazing matchup thus far, and oh my God! An exploder suplex on the outside, and now Xia Li punishing Quadra out on the floor, and an Enziguri popping her right in the jaw. And a martial arts shot right to the spine. And oh my God, a running DDT out on the floor, and Quadra. You see the way that Xia Li landed on her head? I think she may have landed skull first. And now Quadra may be counting to 4 again. And she is. Can she end it right here at the count of 4? And there's a Swanton Bomb again. Connected. That has got to be the end of that one. The leg is hooked. And Quadra wins. Quadra is still the ACW Women's World Champion. What a match. Here's your winner, and still ACW Women's World Champion, Quadra. Well, the young lady from England to Japan is still the most dominating ACW Women's World Champion. No doubt about it, her title reign continues to grow. I don't know what's next for that young lady's future, but I think we'll find out soon enough. Yeah, no doubt about it here, folks. Stick around. We're not through yet. Up next, our main event tonight, as we see Lincoln Clay in his first ever title defense as the ACW World Heavyweight Champion, set to go one-on-one with the #1 contender and challenger Grado. And that matchup is huge, and it's live, and it's next. And we're back live here. Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is going to 4-1 fall, and it's for the ACW World Heavyweight Championship. You heard right from the ring announcer. ACW World Heavyweight title on the line. And here comes the #1 contender and challenger, Grado. The young man Grado from Ayrshire, Scotland, making his way to the ring, and there's no doubt about it, there's a lot of nervousness in this kid's eyes, being here at Madison Square Garden, live from New York City. No doubt about it, this is an all-out war we're going to be witnessing, as Grado receiving a huge ovation. And here's a 24/7 factor for you folks. It's this day in history. Since 3 years ago, in 2019, when the ACW World Heavyweight title was created, also known as the ACW Championship, we had an 8-man ladder match. Android 17, Ricochet, and so many other great talents that were involved in that ladder match went on to give it their all until it was Android 17 that became the first ever ACW champion and made history to be known as one of the greatest ACW World Heavyweight Champions in history to survive all 7 men. And right now, though, I bet people are probably asking me right here and now, will we see a title change happen right here tonight? Well, it's a distinct possibility that we could be looking at a new ACW World Heavyweight Champion. Like I pointed out earlier in Quadra's match, one false move, and Lincoln Clay could have the shortest title reign in ACW's history as the ACW World Heavyweight Champion. And we had so many great champions over the years in our history books, way back when the ACW Women's World title was known as the Women's Championship, when Misty won the fatal 4-way elimination match. More likely it was a triple threat elimination match from the likes of Ashley and Cream, and Misty won it all that night. No doubt about it, became the first ever ACW Women's Champion that night. And our first ever ACW Tag Team Champions were the Undisputed Era during the time. And our first ever ACW Next Generation Champion was none other than Spike Dudley. And our next champion was the Mad Scientist Jeremy. No doubt about it, made history as one of the greatest Next Gen champions of all time. And then our first ever, here comes Lincoln Clay from New Orleans, Louisiana, also known as New Bordeaux, the next door neighbor of New Orleans. You know that about it. And yet, though, folks, on the other hand, as I was saying, and our first ever ACW Women's Tag Team Champions, before it's right now called the ACW Women's World Tag Team Championships, that our first ever champions were none other than Deanne, the Serpent Sin of Envy, the 8-foot giant, and of course the student of Jay Reigns, Frida. All the way from Trollberg, no less, and she's obviously looking on back home with a smile on her face, seeing this matchup happen, and live from New York City in Madison Square Garden. It's been 3 years since we've been here in New York, and all I can say is ACW takes it to another level, but we never had a matchup quite like this. No doubt about it, the U.S. Soldier, Lincoln Clay, a Vietnam vet, and already a ring general in his own right. No doubt about it. Lincoln Clay gets set to give it his all here tonight in his first ever title defense as ACW World Heavyweight Champion. Let's go straight to our ring announcer for the introductions between Challenger and La Champion. Introducing the Challenger from Ayrshire, Scotland, weighing in at 235 pounds, Grado! And his opponent from New Orleans, Louisiana, weighing in at 304 pounds, he is the ACW World Heavyweight Champion, Lincoln Clay! Ring announcer put it best, New Orleans, Louisiana, also the next door neighbor of New Bordeaux. And Lincoln Clay set to give it his all here tonight with the championship all on the line here. But what more could happen? How about it? Grado getting a good look at that title belt, and our senior official holding it up, letting everyone know what's on the line here. The championship all on the line. Referee calls the bell, and here we go. Lincoln Clay starting off strong with a power slam, and Grado kicked out at one. Yeah, though, it looks like the champion starting off dominant, like how Quadra did earlier in her title defense as ACW Women's World Champion. And there's a kick to the face there by Grado with that takedown on a former U.S. soldier and a Vietnam vet. No doubt about it. And Grado paying homage to Bam Bam Bigelow with that cartwheel. No doubt about it, the late great Bam Bam Bigelow. And Grado paid homage to Bray Wyatt late last Wednesday night on ACW during our tribute show. He earned his right to be here after taking out Mil Muertes. And these fans here in New York City at Madison Square Garden are really loving this. Grado off the ropes. Got caught into a back elbow right to the face for his troubles. And now Grado wisely rolling out to the floor here, trying to rethink the strategy as he's got Lincoln Clay right where he wants him here. No doubt about it. Armrest clothesline by the champion, takes him down, and the championship's still on the line here. And a backbreaker, another one, and oh my God, slamming him right on the concrete, and a dangerous area to be at when you're in a matchup like this. Ref at a 3 count. And now Grado, powerbomb position, and oh my God, slamming him arm first, skull first, right off that divide and conquer apron. Referee at 5, and what's Grado doing? I don't know. Grado bringing it back in, and Lincoln Clay has held on to that championship since 3 days ago, last Wednesday night. It was a few days back on ACW. Lincoln Clay won the 8-man Battle Royal and became the champion for where he's at today. No doubt about it. This could be the shortest title reign in Lincoln Clay's history if he loses here. And what a backbreaker by Grado, taking Lincoln Clay down. And now Grado stomping away on the champion. And he slams him right off that corner. And this has truly become a David versus Goliath story here. But Lincoln Clay with a knee lift right to the face. And a clothesline knocks him down right off his feet. And there's a cutter. Cutter. Cutter! But Lincoln Clay's foot was at the bottom rope here. And look at Grado. Grado dancing. The former multiple-time ACW World Heavyweight Champion knows what it's all about to be the world champion. Well, he's been there before, and he would love more than anything than to add the ACW World Heavyweight Championship to his resume as Grado hammers away on Lincoln Clay. And all doing the moonwalk. My goodness, I think Santana Jackson might have loved that one. Yeah, well, nevertheless, though, Grado launching Lincoln Clay off the corner into a big splash. Oh, wait a minute. Grado looking for something here we've never seen before. Doing the worm. Into a leaping elbow drop combination maneuver. Cover. Could we have a new champion? No. Man, I thought that was it for sure. And the It's Yourself Big Boot. Cover. Could he do it? 1, 2. And Grado did it. We have a new ACW World Heavyweight Champion. History has been made. Here is your winner and new ACW World Heavyweight Champion, Grado. Grado has won the ACW World Heavyweight Championship. Congratulations, kid. You're the champion. What an amazing night it has been. Only 3 title defenses were successfully retained, but none bigger than what we witnessed here in Madison Square Garden in New York City. Not that bad. We want to thank you all so much for tuning in. I've been your commentator, MJ. We'll see you all next time. Good fight. Good night. And thanks for joining us. Somebody gobble tonight. What a night here on ACW Divide and Conquer as we have a new ACW World Heavyweight Champion.